Hello, everybody. What's going on? I hope you had a good day today. It's Tuesday, and Stephanie Strong here. Listen, I want to talk to you about like what happened today and why I think it's important that we keep sharing our stories. And by the way, I am chronicling my YouTube journey because I've started this brand new YouTube channel, and I just want to see where it's going to go. I believe it's going to go far. And so I'm just going to talk about like where I am in this process. That's the whole point of me being on YouTube and doing this series of videos so that I can one chronicle my journey to monetization and to help somebody along the way. And so I'm excited today because yesterday was almost like a bust. I did get some things done, but it was a bust because I had some unexpected things to occur. But I do want to say, listen, you guys, listen to this. I want to say that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Wayne Dyer, I got that from Wayne Dyer. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. It's true. It is true because when we have a perspective, it's perspective, and we have a perception around some things, then we draw our own conclusions. We create our own stories or our own narratives, or we just create stuff like we're doing too much with our thinking, right? So when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I'm a classic example of that. And I want to share this with you because all of this, what I'm telling you today, is about creating my content and chronicling my journey to monetization because I will get there. I will get there. I am certain of that. And so while I am on my way there, then I've got to create content that people are interested in. I'm not sure exactly what people are interested in. For everybody out there, it's about testing and trying. It's test and trial, test and trial. But I was thinking that today I didn't get to do a good part of my work yesterday because of my little situation that came up that just took all of my working hours. But today I took a few hours. I needed to make some calls and I need to schedule my book, fill up my book. And let me tell you something, y'all. I was so resolute. Like I was going to fill this book up, right? And so I had a list of calls, list of businesses that I was going to reach out to. I reached out to those businesses. I filled my book up with my goal. I met my goal. It's Tuesday, y'all. It is Tuesday. I met my goal. But then it comes back down to when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Now, I could have been in lamenting about yesterday and just like, oh man, it's Tuesday, I lost the whole day, or whatever excuses we make. And then the other thing is I did not even get started as early as I wanted to today, but it's okay because I had a successful day. I had a business networking breakfast that went well. So excited about that. And I was able to set aside some time and work 3 hours, fill up my book, make some calls, and bam, there it is, right? So my point in creating this video is for you to be thinking about like what are you looking at that needs to change so that the things that you look at actually change when you change the way you look at things. So what are you looking at right now or when I say looking at, what are you focusing on that is giving you pause? What are you focusing on that's making you reticent or making you delay taking action? Because you know what? I know it's the first week of January, but I would not be surprised if somebody already is throwing in the towel. I hope that person is not you. I hope that person is not you because it is way too early to throw in the towel. And remember this now. Remember in my previous videos, you can't always look at the results. All right. Sometimes if you don't get fast results, then you want to give up and think this is not for you and want to shift gears. You got to have some stick to itness. All right. And you got to have some stick to itness and you got to have some resolve. Do you know what resolve is? Resolve is faith. Resolve is faith, is conviction. Resolve is faith and conviction. And when you are convicted and you are approaching things with faith, you are unstoppable. Not you become unstoppable, you are unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Let me tell you why I'm unstoppable. You know why I'm unstoppable? Because I'm not going to quit. I'm just not gonna quit. I might get a little discouraged. I may even just like get tired or get, like, oh man, I got to figure out something else. And there's nothing wrong with figuring out something else. If something's not working, it's okay to try to figure out what's the next thing, like what is your next best move, right? But I'm just saying that you've got to have some resolve. You've got to have some resolve that I'm in this to win it. I have on my wall, right? Over, you can't see it, but it says, I choose to win. What do you choose to do today? What are you choosing for today? Because when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So it's perspective and perception. And then what is your perspective? How can you shift your perception, your perspective, so that your perception is what it needs to be? All right. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So there's always an opportunity to rethink what you're thinking about, rethink what you're looking at, rethink what you're focusing on, so that you can put your focus, aim your focus in the right direction, and that you can begin to see in your mind's eye what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, what is the thing that you'll fight for. You know what? Let me tell you, yesterday, I put together a plan, because I needed to see where I was, and I need to know like what I need to do so that as time progresses, that I won't be at the last minute trying to hustle around and make things happen. No, I don't even want that. That is so toxic energy to me, like last minute and working from a place of panic. Listen, you don't have to work from a place of panic. You don't have to work from a place of desperation. Every morning, get up and revive yourself. Get up and put yourself in a powerful mindset. Get the right energy flowing. And that happens by the way you talk to yourself, by the way you show up, how much you believe in yourself, what you believe about God, what you believe about your business or your craft or your artistry or your, whatever it is. Whatever thing that it is that you desire, then you got to put some positive emotions with it. If you are thinking about your future and you are feeling all like somber and sad and like, man, like, I don't know if this is ever going to happen, those are negative emotions. So when I say positive emotions, I'm not saying manufacture positive emotions. I'm saying that you ought to be excited about your future. You ought to be excited about your life. You ought to be excited about your gifts and your skills and your talents and the potential that you have and the possibilities that are around and the opportunities that will open up to you. You got to say, I am going forward and I'm going to go forward in faith and I'm going to keep on going and I'm going to keep on going. And even though I may get knocked down, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep on going. That's resolve. I'm convinced that I am going all the way. I'm convinced that I'm going to make it. I'm convinced once you have that unshakable faith and you have that unshakable belief, there's nothing that can hold you back. There's nothing that can stand in your way. But you have to have that unshakable faith and you can't make it up. You can't make it up. It has to be a sold out conviction. That's SOULED, sold out, that your heart is sold, that you got this, that you know that it's for you, that you know what you're supposed to do, that you are doing what you're supposed to do, and you're walking in faith. And let me tell you, it gets difficult sometimes and it gets hard. And I'm not going to lie to you. I've made 7 or 8 videos and I'm not even getting a lot of views right now, but that's right now. You know why? Because there's 2 houses over across the street from me. And I peeped out what was going on a little bit, right? And so one house is getting windows installed and it looked like the other house is getting maybe some roofing, some gutter work or what have you. But you know what? When as they are working, it may not look like much as they are working because they have to tear things up and remove old stuff and assemble new stuff, and that takes time. So it may look raggedy for right now. And so even in your situation or in your progress forward, it may look like nothing is happening, or maybe it looks like things are like not coming together as nicely as you had imagined. Well, that's just par for the course. And see, that's the other thing. You got to know that this is not going to be a cakewalk. Whether you are starting a YouTube channel, whether you are starting a brand new business, whether you are writing a business plan, whether you are stepping out on faith, it is not going to be a cakewalk. Don't let anybody deceive you, because there's a lot of videos out there that say, oh man, yeah, I made X amount of dollars in 4 weeks. And they probably did. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But I'm not going to doubt them. But I'm just saying, don't always believe all the hype, because even if they did, you don't know what their journey was like until they got to where they are right now. And that's the same thing that I'm saying as well. Like, yeah, to me, it doesn't care I don't care what it looks like right now. That has nothing to do with where I'm going. So you have to say to yourself, it doesn't matter what it looks like right now. I'm going all the way. Like Jeffrey Osborne said, we're going all the way. Yeah, we're going all the way. Yes, we're heading for forever. Heading for forever. I'm a little hoarse and raspy, so I can't really sing, but I can sing. But it's not coming out all that, soft, But we're going all the way, heading for forever. Let's go. Let's do it. So listen, I always got to share a little few things that you got to do so that you can stay on the up and up. Because listen, again, we're in this together. So as I'm speaking to you, I am also speaking to me. As I am creating content for my video, I am also learning, right? So we're in this together. I don't have this thing nailed down. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at my numbers. And don't look at your numbers. Just keep going. And that's what I know for sure, what I have to do and what you'll have to do as well. And I can tell you one little analogy is marathon running. So you spend 12 weeks or more training for the marathon, and then you run the race day, then you run the marathon. And you know what keeps you going? The training and the muscle memory and the determination that you will finish. Listen, this is so rich. Okay, so you got to have determination. You got to trust the process, and you got to have you've got to have the heart. You got to trust the training, believe in yourself, and keep going. You got to have the belief. I probably said 6 different things just then, but I'm just saying it's one step at a time. Muscle memory is where I was going. Muscle memory. Yes. Muscle memory. See, the muscle memory, when you feel tired, knows what to do because you've trained the muscle to do it. And that's what I'm saying to you. You got to train yourself to keep going. Train yourself to keep going. Train yourself to keep believing. Train yourself to keep pushing forward. Train yourself to plan. Train yourself to explore. Train yourself to test out ideas. This to me is like I'm testing out an idea. It's a win-win for me either way. It's a win-win because one thing I know for sure, I started a channel back in 2014, 2012. I don't even remember, but I do know this. I do know that I'm starting this brand new channel at 59 years old, and I'm going to see where it's going to go. And I just believe that it's going to go far. Not only am I going to hit my benchmarks, I am going to get monetized, and I'm going to have greater impact because I believe in myself and I believe in you. I believe that every single person has everything that they need to get started. I believe that every single person has what they need to put out a plan. And if you don't, there's unlimited resources out there because God is unlimited. There's unlimited resources. There is no reason whatsoever why we are not going for the thing that makes our heart, makes our life, make our eyes just light up and catch on fire. We ought to be a running flame of fireball of potential, possibility, and promise. And we have it. We have it. You have it. I have it. And we're going to make it happen. All right. So that's all I have to say for today because listen, this is all about, this is me creating content, but I'm not even, honestly, I'm not even planning my content. That's how risque I'm being because I'm a planner and I need to have my bullets and what I'm going to say, but I'm from here on out, I'm talking from my heart. I'm just talking from my heart. I pray to God that this reaches the right people and that you are inspired and you are moved, you feel empowered, and you are ready to start the next phase of your journey. I am rooting for you. I am praying for you. I believe in you. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, good people, have yourself the most amazing day. And until next time, which will be tomorrow, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye now.